Hey friends, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we are sharing mistakes that Aussie Doodle owners make. Number one is not understanding the breed and researching and learning about Australian Shepherds, both and Poodles, before getting an Aussie Doodle. They're not just a cute little fuzzy curly-headed dog. They have their own personality and just different needs and requirements, and so make sure you do a lot of research on each breed. And this is specific to Aussie Doodle, obviously, but if you're looking into getting a Bernedoodle or a Labradoodle, make sure you're researching both breeds so that you can get an idea of what each of the breed is going to be like, their personality, their temperament, all of the different things. Another great way to learn specific dog breeds is to look on Facebook groups. There are different communities and groups that are super helpful and just learning from other people's experiences with the breed. Number two is neglecting training, and I feel like this is really almost impossible to neglect training in an Aussie Doodle puppy because they are so wild. You want to get into a good routine and to get into a training routine right away, and that's what we did. Also, if you have this cute tiny little puppy and they're nipping you or they're just peeing in the house and you're just not doing anything about it, I can understand that as well because they are just so dang cute and tiny little puff balls when you first get them. So you might not just go into training mode right away, but you need to. The first year is very important in establishing boundaries and making sure they just know the drill. They know how to respect. And of course, like basic training commands as well. Like stay, place. Place is something that we need to work on again, and we haven't worked on in our new home. And then recall training is super important. Start day one with that. That is my biggest tip on this channel. We did not do recall training soon enough, and it was harder in the long run. And so I recommend recall training today. If you got your puppy, do recall. Again, with training, a lot of different Facebook groups or Instagram accounts of dog trainers are really helpful. I'll put a couple of our favorites down in the description of this video. We've learned a lot from different accounts like that. And Caesar Milan also is one of our favorites. Number three is not providing enough mental and physical stimulation. They need walks, and they also need puzzles and games, and they need to bond with you. And so you can't just put your Aussie Doodle out in the backyard. They're not going to get what they need from that. And also just getting another dog so that they have someone to play with is not enough either. They need walks and they need that stimulation. They need to work. They're working dogs, and so you have to put in the work. It's not a dog if you want to just be lazy with your training or lifestyle. Four is ignoring grooming needs, and especially right away. And I emphasize this a lot because we took her into the groomer right away as soon as we got her, so that she would get used to the sights, the sounds, the smells, being in there, being stimulated like that, because the groomer is loud and it can be scary. It probably is really scary for a puppy, but they need to get into it and get used to it right away. And so waiting a year or not going to the groomer right away, in my opinion, is a mistake because grooming is something that poodles need regardless. So if you're going to do the grooming yourself, I would really think about that and think about long term. Am I going to be able to sustain this for their lifetime? They need to get used to the groomer and not just you grooming and brushing them if you do plan to eventually take them in to get groomed professionally. Number five is not socializing them right away also. And I know some people like to wait until they get all of their vaccines to do certain things, and do what you can when you can, but socializing them is important because first of all, they love being social and they love other dogs and hanging out and other people. We like to take her for walks in downtown or places where it's busy because they need to get used to all of those sounds and sights and smells and all of that stimulation. So when you're taking out your 2-year-old dog, you're able to do that. And this is a preference thing too, I guess. Like if you just plan to keep your dog at home their whole life and not take them places, then that's not, I guess, necessary. But we knew that we wanted to be able to take her where we're able to take her. And so we just started that right away. And car rides is important too. And I know that some dogs just struggle with cars, but I think just being consistent and taking them in a lot of fun places, not just getting them into the car to take them to the groomer or the vet because they're going to associate that with something negative. Make sure you're taking them to do fun things too, so that the car isn't just always a scary place that they're going to go get a shot or get their hair cut at. I think that's it for this video. Let me know if it was helpful. Let me know what video requests that you have for us, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any new videos. Frankie's very sleepy. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end. I hope you have a great day. Bye.